Hello, this is a short video presentation on finding common denominators and equivalent fractions. Why do we need to find the common denominator? In order to add or subtract fractions, it is necessary to have the denominator of all the fractions be the same. If you have 3 fractions, 4 fractions, it must be the same. The denominator is the bottom number in the fraction. The numerator is the top number. These are names that you should know. What is the least common denominator? It is the smallest number that both denominators go into evenly. For example, the smallest number that 4 and 6 go into evenly is 12. 4 goes into 12 3 times, 6 goes into 12 2 times. Both those numbers go into 12. Another example would be the smallest number that 4 and 5 go into evenly is 20. So the least common denominator is the smallest number that the two denominators go into evenly. The first thing you do when finding the least common denominator is to look at the denominators and determine that number. One easy way to do this is to look at the denominators and write down their multiples. For some reason I have this backwards, the 6 first, it doesn't matter. So the 6, multiples of 6, 6 times 1 is 6, times 2 is 12, 6 times 3 is 18, times 4 is 24, 6 times 5 is 30. Looking at the 8 times 2 is 16, 8 times 3 is 24, 8 times 5 is 32. But we notice that we have a match. 6 goes into 24 4 times, 8 goes into 24 3 times. 24 is my least common denominator. All right, 24 is the least common denominator. This is not the only way to find this, but it's a relatively easy way. If you have another way that works, by all means go for it. Next, you must ask yourself the following question. What do I multiply 8 by to get this common denominator? Then, what do I multiply 6 by to get this common denominator, same denominator? What do I multiply 8 by? 8 times 3 is 24. 8 times 3 is 24. I multiply numerator and denominator then by 3. What do I multiply 6 by? 6 times 4 is 24. So I multiply the numerator and the denominator by 4. You should be showing this work. So, we know that 3 times 3 is 9. So when I multiply this, I get 9 24ths. And 5 times 4 is 20. 5 times 4 is 20. So I get 20 24ths. This then is my equivalent fraction. I haven't added the numbers together, but it is an equivalent fraction. Thank you, and have a nice day.